Hello and welcome. Our group is proud to present the Green Scale, an innovative approach designed to combat greenwashing by scaling sustainability efforts through retailer-friendly eco-labels. The issue that retailers and consumers face is the overwhelming number of eco-labels to choose from, creating a lot of confusion over truly sustainable products. While Singapore has a Type 1 eco-label, the Singapore Green Label, it has various limitations. There is no basis of comparison between two products that are certified by the label. Coverage across different industries is severely limited, and SGL lacks any legal support to back it up. In short, it is arbitrary, uninformative, and forgettable. According to the Ecolabel Index, the largest global directory of eco-labels, there are 456 labels in 199 countries over 25 sectors. To contextualize this messiness in the retail space, we interviewed 62 retailers on their perspective. Most recognized that Singapore has engaged in various green initiatives in the past few years. In fact, 4 out of 5 agreed that sustainable retail was important, even if they were unsure about how they could do it. Sadly, 88% of our respondents said they did engage in greenwashing at least once. Some of their reasons included it being difficult to stand out even with certification, green milestones set by certifications are difficult to quantify, and it was too expensive to even obtain the certification. This made us wonder, how might we keep sustainability efforts using retailer-friendly eco-labels while empowering consumers to keep retailers accountable? Introducing our solution, the Green Scale. We structured the Green Scale to take on a three-pronged approach, which comprises an AI-powered product assessment system, a revamped SG Green Label, and a legal recourse system. Our framework makes it easier for retailers to communicate a product's carbon footprint, improve the consumer decision-making process, and empower consumers to be able to act against greenwashing. Let's look at how the Green Scale works for retailers in the footsteps of Bob, a retailer in the shoe industry. Bob's company is planning on releasing a shoe that could compete with the likes of Nike and Adidas and employs sustainable practices in terms of ethical production, green logistics, and biodegradable materials. However, he isn't sure how to accurately communicate and represent his claims. What does he do? Well, Bob heads to the Competition and Consumer Commission Singapore website, or CCCS, where he interacts with the first component of our framework, our AI Help Desk. The Help Desk serves as an AI-powered product assessment system, providing retailers with real-time advice on compliance, highlighting common legislative pitfalls, and suggesting actionable strategies to enhance their sustainability credentials. Bob begins by querying the chatbot and gets advice on how he can better structure his reports and business plan to accurately represent the sustainability of his company's product. Specifically, AI Helpdesk will advise Bob based on the type and quality of documents provided as well as the kind of documents required for certification, according to the ISO 14024 standards. The ISO 14024 standards will cover the overall environmental preferability of a product within a particular product category based on life cycle considerations, which includes material sourcing, production, distribution, usage, and end-of-life management. Our AI Help Desk utilizes a meticulous protocol to assist retailers like Bob in aligning their products with these comprehensive standards, ensuring that sustainability claims are not only verifiable but also legally defensible. Bob, with the advice of Help Desk, gets his documents ready for submission to the Product Assessment System portal and submits them. As he waits for the certification, the system kicks into action and classifies the submitted documents by industry and category, after which the trained model assesses the documents themselves and evaluates the validity of the documents. The model will also be trained on the same data using natural language processing algorithms and state-of-the-art transformer architectures in a manner similar to recommendation systems seen in TikTok and Instagram, allowing for the model to update its accuracy over time. And by the time all of this is done, the certification is produced. We propose a revamped Green Scale label to communicate this certification. It is compactly shaped, minimalistic, easy to understand, and easily compared to products in its own industry. With that, Bob can now confidently paste these labels onto his shoes before distributing his company's product without fear that it'll be flagged for greenwashing. Now, when eco-savvy consumers like Jane come to the shop to buy shoes, instead of having to research and figure out how eco-friendly a product is, she can simply check the product's SGL tag and know how it ranks across the other shoes. She's empowered to complete her purchase, leaving her satisfied that she was able to make an informed decision. However, what if retailers continue to advertise unsubstantiated or exaggerated claims? Currently, consumers like Jane who made purchases from these retailers can't do much. If she tries to take the shoe back to the retailer and ask for a refund, she can only live with disgruntlement if the retailer refuses to hear her out. There are no direct legal mechanisms for consumers seeking compensation from retailers, while consumers have indirect causes of action through the Consumer Protection Fair Trading Act or the Misrepresentation Act. Buzzwords like eco-conscious, all-natural, or gentle on the planet are likely to fall outside of the statute's protection. We aim to help consumers seek an effective legal recourse as well. Our framework proposes to include greenwashing as a claim under the Small Claims Tribunal. The legal basis behind greenwashing would stem from Singapore's soon-to-be-published Greenwashing Code of Practice. The code would provide a clear definition on claims that would amount to greenwashing and elaborated examples on potential greenwashing claims. If Jane couldn't have a satisfactory resolution with the retailer, the Small Claim Tribunal would hear her case with reference to the Code of Practice. If found in Jane's favour, Bob the retailer would be obligated to refund Jane. Of course, if Bob still persists in greenwashing his products, penalties would be imposed to prevent Bob the retailer from advertising for a fixed duration. This makes the Small Claims Tribunal a simple, direct, and expedited recourse for consumers. While our framework still needs a lot of validation and reiteration, we envision a 9-year timeline towards making this a reality. While legal recourse under the SCT can be implemented within a few years, we expect the R&D for the green scale system to span about 3 years. By Q1 2027, we should have the beta version available for testing. By Q4 2028, we will be able to roll out and integrate with our early adopters, and we expect that product registration would be mandatory by 2033, with legislative support to enforce it. It is almost a given that government intervention would be increasingly prominent in the fight against greenwashing, but we believe that our three-pronged framework will augment these efforts and empower retail stakeholders in this journey. Thank you.